Hey everyone, decided to make another video today. This is going to sound pretty crazy, but I'm going to make a case for buying AMC, the movie theater, bonds and or stock, I guess, or call options or whatever right now, and not buying Tesla right now. So to get started, this is a layout of current couple of bonds that actually exist that you can go out and buy right now. AMC has a bond that has a coupon rate of 5.75%. Tesla has one for 5.3%. Their expirations are pretty similar. They're only 2 months apart in 2025. But where this gets interesting is that for a $10,000 bond, because AMC is in such a crap position right now, because no one's going to the movies and there's a lot of online streaming that is being released all at once. So they're suffering, they're bleeding. Their bond, the price for a $10,000 bond is only $1,100. So if you do the math, you're getting $575 for only investing $1,100, because you're getting that 5.75 on 10,000, not the investment, because this is what it's worth. So your actual yield is 52% right now. 52%. So you just have to ask yourself, if AMC is going to be around in 2 years, well, shoot, you collect $575 over 2 years. That's, you've already broken even, and then a little bit more. And then after that, you're just riding free money. It's free tendies, right? Wall Street bets. Seriously, look, Tesla, 5.3% coupon rate. The actual cost of the bond itself, right? Because Tesla's in a great position right now, because everyone loves Tesla, you're going to pay more for that $10,000 bond. You're going to pay about $12,500 for that $10,000 bond. So your actual yield is going to be less than the coupon rate. It's going to be about 4.25%. And that, supposedly is going to be, the safer investment. It's not the riskier investment. It's not the investment that's going to make you a lot of money, but it's just, how are you going to look at these companies? I mean, I'm actually going to make them seem very similar, because AMC has about $10.8 billion worth in assets, the movie theaters, any equipment or whatever that they own. And then Tesla currently has $45.7 billion in assets. Now, because the share price has been going up dramatically, they have been selling stock, so I'm sure they've acquired more assets this year and probably the prior year. But I mean, it's only 4.5 times as much Tesla has in terms of assets than AMC. I don't really see them being that much bigger than AMC, really. In 2000, and if you look at the quarterly profits and loss, in the year total of 2019, Tesla lost $870 million. And that was in 2019. I mean, they were still, it's a startup company or whatever by Elon, and they have operating losses for several years before they eventually become profitable, which amazingly enough has actually happened in 2020. They did become profitable, and in this last quarter they actually posted a $331 million profit. So that's when we kind of get into what's different here. But during their startup phase, they were losing money left and right. Just like AMC has lost money, they've lost about $1 billion this quarter, or just this previous quarter that was reported. I think it ended in September. But so if you take $1 billion loss, per quarter, so over the course of 4 quarters, 8 quarters, because you're looking at 2 years, to try and make your investment back, they have over $8 billion worth of assets, so they could technically just sell off their assets and stock and survive for another couple of years. Personally, the question is, will AMC be around after 2021? My personal opinion is yes, they will be around, because people have been stuck at home for an entire year not being able to go out to the movies. I love going to the movies. I cannot wait to get some friends together and go to the movies. However, wear your mask or whatever, the rules will be different, but people, I feel, are itching to get out and to be social again. And going to the movies, great date night. You know, it's just something that people, it's an American thing. Like, it's just something that people love to do, is go to the movies, get some popcorn. And I feel like that is going to come back. I feel like AMC, I think they'll survive. And I think that this opportunity right now, I mean, while it looks pretty bad because they're bleeding money left and right, I just feel like this is a really good opportunity to potentially take advantage of if you wanted. Or you could take the safe road, you know, pay a little bit more, get your 4.25%, you know, per year, and then just coast for the next 5 years until, you know, it expires and you get your money back. But what happens, the second question is actually, I think the bigger deal, is what happens when the memeness, or the memedom, however you want to say it, of Tesla wears off? What happens when Elon and Tesla stop becoming a fad and hype? What happens to their share price and to their bond price? What happens to that when people start looking at Tesla like, the stock price has increased by 500% this year, and late last year it was around $80. So what has Tesla done in this past year to increase output by 500%, or to increase their income by 500%? They haven't. Nothing has changed. They just produce cars. They may have produced a few more cars this year, maybe even slightly less because of the whole pandemic coronavirus thing. But if the memedom of Tesla wears off, I feel like Tesla is going to take a giant, serious hit. And I think that not only will their share price plummet, I think the bond price will plummet as well. And if, you know, in the next year, people will get their vaccines, and, you know, even if the virus isn't totally under control, I still think the AMC has a winning chance here. I still think they can come back. And especially, I think if they can really learn to adapt with what people like to do in groups, and if you have this large screen, this large room, like, you know, competitive video gaming, like, that's huge. Like, I think if AMC were to tap into competitive video gaming, that could be a whole new market that they could potentially explore. You know, do live streaming from a movie theater, have, you know, people spaced out or whatever, like you would in a stadium. You know, they'll upgrade their air systems, I'm sure, and require masks and all that. But I feel like if AMC can really pivot and really, you know, take 2021 and kind of get behind new fads and to recreate themselves, I don't think AMC will need to acquire more debt. Yes, they just acquired $100 million from a distressed company, a firm that helps distressed companies, and they said that will, you know, cash flow them for the next, you know, 30 days or whatever. So $100 million for 30 days before they start selling off assets, it's kind of a high amount of money that they need to continue moving forward, especially if they don't have any income because no one's going to the movies right now. But I feel like if they can figure out some way to get high value out of their movies, their spaces right now, I feel like AMC has a winning chance. I feel like there's more risk in Tesla right now because it's so high, because the share price. If you own Tesla, if you bought Tesla a year or so ago, congratulations, you're doing hot. If you bought Tesla calls a year ago, congratulations, you're doing hot. I think if you bought AMC call options right now, you could definitely lose your money. But I mean, if you had bought Tesla call options when all that negativity was going on about their environmental credits, and, you know, it's just Elon, you know, trying to pump up the stock, and, you know, right before he said that he was going to sell it to the Saudis at 420 or whatever, like, I just feel like there's more risk in that because it's gotten so high. Like, we don't know what could happen. We're at the tip of this bubble here, at the tip of the mountain, and it could teeter off near the top. Whereas AMC, like, yeah, they could go out of business, but they're at the bottom of the barrel right now. They either go out of business or they have this huge upside. Now, people don't like to buy stuff when it's cheap and when everyone hates it, but that's when you can make the most money, is when it's cheap and everyone hates it. No one's going to the movies right now. Not that people don't want to go to the movies. Personally, I would love to go. But I feel like because of the situation that AMC is in, there's actually less risk with them right now, and there's more upside. So take it for what you will. I'm not a financial advisor. You know, I'm just a guy on the internet. But I just thought this was interesting. Maybe, you know, y'all would find it interesting too. So I'll see you later. Make another video.